Good morning, welcome back to Ravenbeak Nature Works. We've got our second video of the day here. Got another 12 Yew Staves. Same as the last batch, they've been down about 5 years, split, sealed, undercover, and they've been in my shop for the last few months. So pretty dry, and yeah, ready to go. As always, Pacific Yew from the west coast of Canada. And let's hop in and show you what we got. So up first, we have stave number 13. 80 inches long, super straight, alignment looks great, front to back looks good, hint of deflex on this one limb, and look at the colors, and looking down the back here, pretty smooth, maybe little pin knot clusters out here, but nothing major, nothing medium. Nice long piece of yew. So that is stave 13, 80 inches long. That is $250. Again, all prices Canadian dollars. Next we have stave 14, 80 inches long. Hint of deflex to it. Alignment looks good. And as we look down, there's a little sunken knot off to the right here, but room to stay left. And I think you're going to want to stay left to get around this. A little bump close to the handle here, and this limb is all pretty clear. So I would say more in the range of a mid-weight longbow than a warbow, just because you're going to stay probably left to avoid there, but easily 50, 60 pounds, up to 70. It doesn't take a lot of wood to make a bow. So that's stave 14, 80 inches, that's $225, and stave 15, 78 inches long. Alignment looks good. I think you can get a nice straight run through there. Front to back looks good. Nice white sapwood. Growth rings aren't quite as tight as some of them, but still old growth wood. And as we look down the back, nice flat crown. Pretty clean. The bark got banged up a little bit coming out of the bush, but it's been resealed with wax, so no real splitting. Yeah, nice piece of wood. Pretty clean, actually super clean now that I'm sort of looking at it. Even the belly, super clean. So that's stave 15, 78 inches, that's $250. And stave 16, 77 inches long. Alignment looks good, you can get a straight run out of that. It's got a hint of deflex to it. And beautiful color, real tight grain, nice white sapwood. Nice smooth bark. And yeah, again, nice clean piece of wood. So that is stay, where are we here? 16 and 77 inches, that's $225. And stave number 17. Alignment looks good, tips through handle. Got a generous, gentle deflex throughout it, nice and balanced. So good candidate for a nice recurve tip. And as we look down the bark and the sapwood, yeah, real clean. I think you're gonna get a nice clean run out of that. So that's stave number 17, 78 inches long. That's $200. And stave number 18, 80 inches long. I like to leave them as long as possible for as long as possible. Keep our options open. You can always cut them down. End bits can be used for tips or handles or, yeah. So don't feel bad if you have to cut an 80 down to a 68 or something. Number 18, 80 inches. Alignment looks good. Straight run. Nice gentle deflex through it. And as we look down the back, nice smooth back. I think you're gonna get a real clean run out of there, real tight grain. So that's a lovely little piece. That's stave number 18, that's 80 inches and $200. And number 19, again, 80 inches long. Alignment looks good, nice and straight, gentle deflex. Nice dark heartwood here. And we're looking down the back. So not off to the left, but should be lots of room in the middle there. And then similar off to the right, there's a knot, but lots of room. And the tip looks nice. So I think I'm gonna clean up real nice. It's got some of that really, really tight sapwood that you're not going to thin that sapwood at all. You're just going to take the bark off as gentle as you can. So that's number 19, 80 inches, that's 200. And stave number 20, 80 inches long. Just a hint of gentle deflex. Alignment looks good. And smaller piece of wood. You know, there's not a ton of extra, but as always, it doesn't take a lot of wood. So easily 50, 60, probably 70 without too much trouble there. And we got one little knot right in here. And this limb looks pretty clean. So that's stave 20. That's 80 inches long. That's 200. And stave number 21. I think the alignment looks good. I think if we're, where are we at? I think we could run corners. I think you can get a straight run. You might need a heat, but I think you're gonna get a straight run. Front to back looks good. Nice little roller coaster bumps. Real tight grain wood. So, getting into a little bit of character. Nothing crazy, a little bump, maybe a little line of sapsucker holes that hopefully will clean up as you thin the sapwood down. Another little line of sapsuckers. You can see them here. Often they go a little bit, but you can get down through them. Little bump. Oh. Little tiny knot in the center up here. So a little bit of character, but sort of what makes the yew bow special. Nothing major, nothing even medium, just minor stuff. That's 21, 80 inches, that's 200. And stave number 22, 78 inches long. And alignment looks good. I think you're gonna get a run out of that. So I would say at this point, aiming for something a little bit lighter. It's got this sunken knot off to the right here. So I think if we just stay left, up through here, stay left off of that one. Yeah, it's gonna clean up real nice. But yeah, I would say up to 50, 55-ish or so. So that's 22, 78 inches, that's 200. And number 23, 72 inches long. That's super straight. Just a hint of deflex to it. Real nice color. Pretty tight grain, not the tightest, but pretty tight. And as we look down the back, looks like it's got a pretty smooth back to it. So you're gonna get something nice, either a little long bow, getting down into flat bow length. Leave that one up to you. That's 23, 72 inches, and that is 200. And number 24, the last one for this video, full 80 inches long. Alignment is pretty close. You might get a straight run out of that. You might need a heat bend, but you might get a straight run out of there. Just a gentle deflex, more on this limb. And as we look down, a little knot here. Knot off to the left, which I think there's probably room on the right. That limb cleans up pretty well. So, lots of options. That's stave number 24, 80 inches, and that is 175. So that's it for video number 2. Hopefully there's something in there for you. And thanks for looking. We're going to hop into a couple more here.